show, and of course, I'm Janice McQueen here in Los Angeles, California. I have with me Dr. Sonja Fisher. She's a doctor of business, but she is also an actress. She's just two-dimensional and probably so many more dimensions, but she's here to talk with us today about inspiring others to live their dream. Sonja, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Well, you look amazing.
Thank you.
It's just so nice to see you. I know Sonja also from the pageant world, and she was Mrs. Corporate America 2009, 2010.
That is correct.
And she spent so many years since then inspiring women like myself to be the best that they can be. So,
yes.
So I'm so excited to hear about how you do that. So tell me, how do you inspire others?
I inspire others by doing it and doing by example. And once they see you do it, they get inspired and want to do it themselves. Mm-hmm. And I've done that in all facets of my life. I set goals and dreams and go for them and break them down and accomplish them, and then encourage others to do the same.
Well, that's great. You know, tell me about that. Walk me through that, because so many people, I feel, they set a dream and they feel that they can't do it, that they're not enough, that they doubt themselves. So how do you get past that barrier of doubting yourself? Do you set a shorter term goal, a long term goal? How do you do that?
Yes, you have to break it into little steps, first of all. You can't, boil the ocean overnight, right? No. So you can't go for that ultimate dream goal and say, tomorrow I'm going to be on General Hospital, right? You have to kind of take it into steps. What is it going to take to get there? You have to get headshots. You have to, target the right people. You have to go to certain classes. You have to prepare yourself. I'm actually starting a new company for my own business, and it's all about inspiring women. Wow. And I'm so excited. I want to share more about it, but I can do that another time. But
we'll have to have you back on the show.
Yes, but it's all about inspiring women at all different levels to achieve their dreams and climb the top in corporate America, or also be very successful in the entertainment industry.
Wow, well, you're involved with two organizations with SAG-AFTRA. What are those organizations, and what is your role?
Sure, I'm on Breaking Into Hollywood. I'm on a board member on there to help encourage people to get into the entertainment industry, and how to do that, whether you're a producer or a writer, actress, any facet within the entertainment industry. And then I also am on the SAG-AFTRA local women's committee chapter for diversity in women in film and TV.
Well, you bring up a hot topic, diversity, and there's a lot of talk about that in the news right now. Well, there always has been about diversity as far as women in film and having different diversity throughout maybe above the line or below the line. Do you see that it's changed over the years that you've been involved with entertainment? Do you see more diversity, less diversity? I'm
starting to see a little bit more diversity happening within the industry, as well as especially for women. But we're starting to make a stand, which is really important. Us women have to stick together and try to propel ourselves forward, right? Because right now it's hard to get opportunities. Statistics have shown that at least 17% of all roles go to women, only 17%. And of those 17% of those roles, there's a very few percent that is a strong role for a woman. And you'll see that now in television as well as in films, that they're starting to change that, which is great. But most of the time it's gone to the fact that they play bimbos or these type of roles, right? It's like, I want to be a strong woman and show for other women out there that they can accomplish what they want to accomplish.
And we also need to stand up and not take those roles if they're offered to us. Don't you agree?
I totally agree, yes.
Play a strong woman, be a strong woman.
Yes, and that's how you lead by example, right?
Great. So how do you get women involved? That's, to me, I'm a firm believer that energy creates energy. And, just for example, starting this show, I really feel like I can offer to other people the opportunity to talk about their passion, their dream, and how to inspire others, just like you've done. So how do you get people to take that first step?
Well, first off, figure out what opportunity you want to go for, and then break that down. So for instance, one of the things I always wanted to do, which you mentioned, was I wanted to win a national pageant. So I competed for Mrs. Corporate America, but prior to that, which nobody really knows, it took me 10 tries to position myself into a pageant. And I had competed in all different types of pageants, for Minnesota and other national pageants, and never won. But then I got the opportunity to do Mrs. Corporate America, and I won. So I found the right pageant for me. And through that process, I learned a lot about myself, and I broke that down into goals, and figured out public speaking skills, putting myself out there, going for things. Because the first pageant I ever did, I had to get up and speak in front of 2,000 people, and I forgot everything. And I just sat there and stared at the camera. And it happened to me not once, but twice in that same pageant. Now, most people would just go home and be crying and would not want to try it again. Not me. I went, okay, what do I got to do to make myself better? And how am I going to, accomplish that dream? And I started breaking those things down and then did it. So.
Well, I think it's important. You break it down and you have a focus.
Yes.
Concentrate on that one thing. Don't overwhelm yourself.
Right.
Which brings me to the next topic that I want to talk about is the fact that you achieved your goal of being on General Hospital, which congratulations for that. And you have
Thank
a
you.
recurring role as a nurse on General
Yes.
Hospital. So breaking that down and focusing on something does make a difference. So how do you balance being a doctor in the software industry, a doctor of business, as well as being an actor?
It can be very challenging at times, but I love it because it's multifaceted. They always say not to be just focused on one thing, because sometimes you can be so obsessed with it that you're not really a real person. And it adds a lot more dimensions to you when you're doing other things as well. So that way you have a life and you can bring those experiences into those other areas of your life. And I found that to be very dynamic. And believe it or not, it's such a small world that there's so many people in both the business software industry that also cross over to entertainment and vice versa. So it's building your whole network and who can help you. That game, that 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, is so true. In fact, you're actually 3 degrees. I'm 2 degrees from him. So I was connected to him through Grumpy Old Men. Kevin Pollak was in that movie, and I was in that movie as well. And then Kevin Pollak was in A Few Good Men with Kevin Bacon. So you can easily do that on LinkedIn. I bring that point up because in LinkedIn, you're 6 degrees of separation from anybody that you want to meet and to achieve your goal. You just have to get outside your box, ask, and try to help others too, because it's all about paying it forward, right? It's not about just, can you just help me, right? It's paying it forward, helping other people, and making them feel special.
I agree, wholeheartedly agree. I think that is important, is to pay it forward and make a difference in someone else's life. So tell our audience how we can reach you, because obviously you are a fantastic speaker, very inspirational. You've done so much with your life and you've achieved so much.
Thank you.
How can we reach Sonja?
You can reach me on my website at www.sonjafisher.com, also on IMDb. And my email is sonja@sonjafisher.com. That's sonja@sonjafisher.com.
Fantastic. Well,
and all social media too.
Of course, of course. And I'll make sure to have that on my website at janicemcqueen.com. And Sonja is a fantastic speaker, as you can see, and you'll be able to see her on General Hospital very soon and recurring as a nurse. And we're so excited to have her here. Hopefully we'll get a chance to have you next time, and she can help you achieve your dreams by reaching out to her. Thank you so much, and join us next for our Beauty Tips with Kiki.